All right, who's got the trucker mouth?
Shea.
Yeah.
Shay does?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. How do your parents, are they aware that you have a trucker mouth?
A little. I keep it quiet with them.
You keep it
PG-13.
tampered? You only use the trucker mouth at school?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. 55 degrees later today with clouds and rain showers. You got the Aired Out podcast. Live from the ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions, Main Street in Barrie. Shea Wheeler is sitting right next to me, the one with the potty mouth. And, of course, her cohort, Taylor Hoar. How are you, ladies? How are you?
We're good. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thank you for coming in here. Tell me about what this new podcast is all about here, Behind the Visor. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so Nick Mumley and Marcel Gravel reached out to us, or to me, to try and get something going because we thought it'd be kind of cool to get a driver's perspective. There's plenty of racing podcasts out there, and it'd be kind of cool to see what we think of how our week went, how our division went, and just get a behind-the-visor point of view.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Marcel was just in here. Did you get a chance to see him?
I did,
Yeah. He's a pretty cool guy. He's been in here a couple times.
Yeah, super cool. I'm super excited to be doing this with him.
So you guys are all separate from your each of your homes, right?
Yes.
When you do this.
Yeah, we're on Zoom, and then Nick Mumley records us, and then we get to see each other's faces. So
From the inside groove.
yes.
Yeah. So you guys get to see each other, but it's mostly the audio that's just captured for this.
Yes.
And this is how often?
About every other week.
Every other
so it's
week.
not like too much, but enough to have enough content for a good podcast.
And how long does it go for?
I think the intention is like an hour long.
Yeah. Okay.
We just put out a trailer, so that was only like 20 minutes long.
All right. So, Shea, you're only 14 years old?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep.
So, tell me about Shea Wheeler, driver of the number one. But Raylene says, and don't forget it. Tell me about you. What's your deal?
Well, I'm still in high school, obviously, so
Are you skipping school today to be here?
yes. Yeah. it's not
Seriously?
great. Yep.
Educational experience.
Yeah. It was worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm starting racing next year, obviously, as a rookie, and it's all because of my dad. Just watching him go around when I was young, always super cool.
Yeah. Tell me about your dad.
His name's Brett Wheeler, and he raced, like, when I was born, he was racing, and we would go to, like, most of the races, and I just thought it was really cool, like, watch him go around the track. He did Tigers, but when I was born, late models, and I think he stopped racing in, like, 2014,
Okay.
maybe a little earlier, and then we didn't really go to races for a long time after he got out, and then, like, 2 years ago, we started going again, and I was like, I'm doing it.
So what are you going to do?
Well,
Is this like your first time?
yeah, we bought a street stock in June and did a little bit of practicing at Thunder Road and hoping to do it this season.
So how many times have you had a chance to get out and drive this thing?
3 or 4 times. Just we rented the track, went up there for the day.
What was that like? How did that feel?
Well, the first time it was, like, terrifying because I knew nothing about standard or driving because I obviously don't have my license.
That was going to be one of my questions.
Yeah, Evan Hallstrom helped us out a ton. He's like a ACT and pass driver, and he helped me do standard and finally kind of got the hold.
So this is a stick shift.
Yep.
So you're learning stick in a street stock.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay, so
With a helmet and a cage.
with a helmet and in a cage, and you're buckled in. So did you stall it out?
A couple times, yeah. It was hard to get used to, but
Now, do you even have a learner's permit?
no.
No. My God. This is how kids learn how to drive in Vermont.
Yep.
This is amazing to me. It's fascinating. So you don't even have a permit yet. When's that coming? When are you going to get a learner's permit?
July.
This July.
Yep.
Like halfway into the first
Yep.
season. Oh my God.
Yep.
So, so you get out there. Literally, you haven't driven a car before this?
A little up and down the driveway, but that's it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you get out on the track and you're trying to learn how to shift in the clutch and everything.
Yep.
Wow. Were you scared?
I wasn't really scared because, like, obviously I'm not, like, next to other cars, but it went fine. Better than I thought it would.
So were you able to get around the track a couple of times?
Well, the first time was a little rough because I was just, like, learning standard and just how to drive in general. And then the next couple of times started getting some speed.
Who was there with you? Just Dad or?
The first time it was Dad and... actually, that might have been it.
Okay.
And then Taylor went up with us once. Just me and her and my dad, and then my mom ended up coming up. Third time, my dad, my uncle, and my mom.
Did you get frustrated? Did you drop some F-bombs?
Oh, well, when you're in the car,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta... sometimes you catch yourself singing. Just, like, I'll be going around, I'll start, like, singing a song.
I understand.
Yeah.
I have my 7-year-old. She's learning how to ride her little 50cc dirt bike, and that's what she does. She'll go ripping by me in third gear, flying, and I can sing. I can hear her singing.
Yeah. It's good to keep yourself
Christmas
distracted.
carols.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about those. I don't think I was doing that.
But that's so you got going around the track. Are you comfortable?
I wouldn't say super comfortable, but we're getting there.
Anyone else on the track with you next to you?
No.
No, you can only have one car on at the time.
When you're in practice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then you had to stop and then just start again.
Mm-hmm.
How many speeds? Is this like a fourth
You
gear?
only really use like 2 at the track.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. And your first race is going to be when?
End of April, right?
Yeah, the first
Oh, yeah.
of May.
Are you nervous?
Well, we're not sure if I'm going to race the first one just because, like, we want to get a little more practice and maybe start, like, little, like, less than mid-season.
Couple weeks in.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
miss, like, maybe 2 or 3 races and then get there.
So your dad is obviously, and mom, supportive of this.
Took them a while. It was hard to convince them to let me, but we got there.
So you're turning into a little gearhead, just like your dad.
I, like, know deep down he's excited. He's definitely scared, but he's excited.
He's got to be,
Yeah.
of course. What dad wouldn't be? Oh my God, I can't believe you're only 14. Don't even have a learner's permit, and you're getting into street stock. This is going to be amazing. Raylene, we have to go up to the races. Oh my God, I think that's cool. I think that's great.
Yeah.
What are your friends saying about all this?
Oh, they think it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I'll get them up to some races. I know it.
What an attitude! I love that. That's great. That's great. Taylor, what's your deal now? You're a few years older. You're 19.
Yeah.
And driver of the 48. What's your story? I mean, everyone knows your dad.
Yeah. So I think dad retired when I was 14, and I remember that because the pit age to like get in was 14, and then he retired just before I turned 14. I was like, "You're kidding!" I was finally gonna be able to go into the pits, and I was super stoked. And then he had to do that, but he did it because of us. He wanted more family time, so I'll take it.
That's a good man. That's a good man, right?
Right. So obviously, grew up doing that. Big time fan. I never really thought about the idea of me racing then because I was big into gymnastics and it was dad's thing.
Right.
Then we took some years off and we finally got dad to start coming to races. He wanted to avoid the track.
He did.
Yeah, he just brought back memories and would probably make him want to do it.
Yeah.
And then summer of 2019 or 2020, I believe my half brother Justin Prescott started racing a Warrior.
Okay.
And then I started making up for lost time at the track and would be there every week. And I like to pretend I was his crew chief. He'll laugh and say he did it all, but I was there. I was for sure turning wrenches on that little thing.
Oh, dude, he'd be screwed without
right.
you.
He wouldn't have made it into victory lane.
He knows it. He knows it. So keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, and so by probably like midsummer there was a street stock for sale, and I sat my mom and dad down at the table. I was like, guys.
Oh, my God.
Guess what? There's this street stock for sale. And I was like so pumped about it. My dad turned it down almost immediately. And I was like, you know what? Fine.
How did he turn it down? What did he say?
He was just like, you're a gymnast. Like, you don't do that. Like, you can't just say you want to do that one day. And like, I was like, fine, I'm going to prove it to you.
Swapping out the leotard for the fire suit.
Right, literally.
Oh, my God.
Very different things.
Wow.
Yeah, so by the end of, so it took until January of like after that season for that car to come back up for sale and for him to like finally, after a lot of persuading, me and a friend were like, this is a great, like the old owner of the car, we like went to him and we're like, this is great, it's a great deal, we got like help for it, like it's gonna be great. And finally, like one day we went skiing and he didn't make it to the mountain, and he went and looked at the car.
Oh, the old, I didn't make it to the mountain trick.
I think they actually didn't make it to the mountain, but I'm happy with where they ended up.
Yeah.
And then I met back up with them that night, and they're like, so how bad do you want to go racing? I was like, wicked bad.
Really?
He's like, so, like, what would you do, and, like, how are you going to prove to me, like, that you're in it if I told you that I may or may not have just purchased a street stock?
Yeah. What's he doing? Is he telling you this, like, in the front seat of the car? You guys are having a private
No, we
conversation?
went to, so we were at a friend's house, their, like, shop or whatever, and he pulled me outside and was like,
oh, boy.
This is real deal. He was like, you need to be in it 110% if, like, this is what you want to do. And I was like, I'm in it 120. Like, I'm here.
So, big-time father-daughter moment here.
Yeah.
One of those life conversations you'll never forget. Do you want to race?
Yes, of course.
Wow. So that's just constant between the two of you. Is it's just kind of like part of your personality.
Yeah. It's funny, like, growing up at the track, so many of my friends are like they never heard of racing. They would never understand when I was like, guys, my dad won this weekend. And, like, I just remember them being like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But
you were super stoked.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh. I remember just, like, sitting in the stands. I would literally, like, sing during my dad's races, like, singing, like, Dad, can you win? Like, literally the dumbest
God,
song.
that's so funny.
Like, his biggest fan, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I be? But.
So what year were you born?
2002.
Oh, 2. Oh, my God. So, yeah, I mean, I just remember saying the name Brian Hoar so many times when I was up at Froggy.
Yeah.
And you were just, like, born, infant.
Yeah, I was almost actually born at Airborne. My mom went into labor with me there. And then my race car driver of a father zoomed back to Burlington, Vermont. And there I was.
Did he make it on time?
Yeah.
He did.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
He's going to do everything in his power.
So what's he doing now? What is he going to be your crew chief?
Yep, he's still, I'm not sure. Yes, he is. I say that as we butt heads here and there, but we'll get over it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But we love what we do.
As most drivers seem to.
Yes. Yeah. It's funny. We joke how, like, there was plenty of races last year where I'll be driving the trailer out of the driveway. We're swearing at each other. And then the second I pull out onto, like, Route 2, we're, like, done. We're fine.
Oh,
It's like, we just had to get that out. We had to get over with, start fresh as we're heading to the track.
So do you think that'll happen more this summer?
It's hard to tell because this summer is going to be so different. Like, I'm not necessarily, like, I just know more and I have more of an idea of, like, what I'm doing. We've got a good car, and so last year was a lot of unknowns and just showing up and saying, try and finish the race.
So you're going to be a street stock driver for SRT Motorsports.
Yes.
And this is season number what for you?
2.
Number 2. How did you do last year?
Well, good for like learning experiences, and as a rookie can get like no racing experience anywhere.
Yeah.
It was good. You know, we had our ups and downs, a lot of downs, but we came back from it and we didn't let our heads hang, and we came back the next week and we tried our best, and whether it was enough or not, it wasn't quite, but we had a few good runs that ended in bad stuff, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Now, are the two of you friends outside of all of this?
Yes.
So, Shea, have you've been to the races and seen her drive?
Yeah, I pretty much went every week.
Where's the part of you that's like, she's doing it, I got to do it?
Well, we've known each other since when? Like,
2019?
yeah, 19. And before we both got cars, we would talk about how we wanted to race. And she ended up doing it the year before me, obviously. But, so yeah, we've known.
So, you're going to be racing against each other.
Yeah.
Do you talk smack against each other about that right now? Do you?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
No.
They will.
They will.
I feel like first of all, the first few races she'll have her rookie status, so she'll
Yeah.
have to start in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping I won't be in the back.
Yeah.
A girl can dream, but
Do you think you can text her and drive at the same time?
probably not.
Like, dude, come on, catch
We
up.
can do hand
Oh,
signals. We'll do hand signals.
We're like, let's go. Come on, we're going.
Wow. I mean, this is so. What role is? And I'll ask both of you this: what role is mom and dad going to be playing?
Dad's gonna be at the trailer, and he's my biggest support. Well, both my mom and my dad are. He's up in the stand when I'm racing, taking a video and like spotting me through the video in a way that I can watch back.
Okay.
So like he just looks wild talking to himself up there.
But is he spotting you in the ear?
No, we can't
Okay.
have that. He
You
just
can't
like
have that.
so
As
he
a street
videos
stock
for
driver.
me. Yeah.
Just late models.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just so I can like watch back, and he'll like then I'll like review it and take his corrections in and like see what I could have done differently.
Yeah.
And then my mom's in the stand screaming, and you just want be a distance away from her.
Why?
She's just like, if anyone touches me, she is like screaming and standing up.
I've seen it happen. Yep.
Little mama bear?
Yeah, but she loves it. She's been a big race fan since before she met my dad. So
So if you were to win a race, would mom be the type that would jump up and throw her beer all over herself?
no, I don't think she's drinking at the track, but
Okay.
she'd be running down to victory lane as fast as possible.
Climbing the fence?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. What about you, Shay? Mom and dad?
Dad will be at the trailer and watching when I'm out there.
Making sure that there's plenty of ice in the cooler.
Oh yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, he'll
Okay.
he'll make sure.
Okay.
And mom, I think she'll probably be maybe in the bathroom closing her eyes because she doesn't want she's worried, but I think she'll like get good old memories and she'll watch, but she'll
Oh.
be scared. I told her she needs to bring her friends because she's gonna like be terrified without people.
So was mom? Did you ever hear out of mom's voice, Shay? Absolutely not. You don't even have
Oh, gosh.
your learner's permit. Absolutely not. Why are we even having this conversation right now?
Well, I didn't talk to my mom a ton about it because she wasn't a racer, obviously. I talked to my dad the most, but I remember one night...
Smart.
Yes. I remember one night I brought her out on the front porch, and this is when we found this car for sale, and I talked to her for probably an hour and a half about how, like, I just wanted it, and she finally was like, because she realized I was, like, serious about it, and, like, how my dad was, like, supporting it, and she finally was like, well, I guess, if you want. And then bought the car, and I think she's excited.
Yeah. What year in high school are you in?
Freshman.
You're a freshman.
Yep.
Do you hope to be doing this through all of high school?
I hope. I don't
My
know, though.
God. And Taylor, you just graduated
In 2020.
in 2020.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you're doing.
So
Trying to figure all this crap.
right.
out.
For a year I did CCV classes was kind of my gap year, I'll say.
Yeah,
Just because I wasn't sure what like major I wanted to go into, very different ones.
of course.
And then after a year of that, I kind of did all my like, we'll say freshman year classes. So
Okay.
like I couldn't go further without having decided a major.
Yeah.
So I took this last semester off, and I've just been nannying and coaching gymnastics.
That's great, though.
So it's fun, and it gives me something to do and some money. So
Yeah, absolutely. Where do you coach gymnastics?
Regal Gymnastics in Essex.
In Essex. Okay. So, how far do you want to take this? Do you want to keep doing this?
Like,
You want to keep driving?
oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, see, as far as it takes me, I feel like in the racing world, it's all about like your sponsors, your team, money,
Money.
100%. Like, you can have a dream to go ACT racing, NASCAR racing, but you're only gonna get so far with what
Yeah.
opportunities you're
And I
given.
noticed you put it in that order. You said sponsors, number 1, team, number 2, and money, number 3. You put that in that order, not me. You did. And I think that's pretty interesting. Because
Well, I think that
one follows the other for sure.
yeah. I mean, money's obviously along with sponsors, but
Yeah.
trying to find good sponsors that are gonna follow you through your
That's
career.
it. That's it right there. That support you.
Yeah. So like that's what like we were on the hunt for a lot of good sponsors this year, like especially ones that are going to follow me, and I have plenty
Right.
that are following me to my next season, and I'm hoping that they'll continue. And so that's like what it is really, is because that gives you the money to keep going places.
Does Dad talk about getting back behind the wheel?
I think he has an itch for it, but
Always will.
because he actually just got his racing seat back from one of his old cars.
Oh God.
So I think it's going to go somewhere. But
Oh,
he won't say
no.
that to me. But I think for him, if he got the right offer with like a good team and good crew chief and something like that.
What's he do with that racing seat? Where's the racing seat? Is it
Will
in
we,
like
like-
the living room?
No, it's in the shop right now.
Okay.
He's already talking about getting it like redone or whatever. I was like,
Oh,
so what are you doing? Actually, I'm probably spilling too much. Sorry, Dad. I'm not spilling anything. I'm looking right at Dad right now. I'm not spilling
Yes,
anything
yes.
because I don't know of anything. I think he's just like all pumped up about it and like
yeah.
because he's had that seat. Like he was saying last night, how like that seat is probably because it was in Joey LeCare's car
Right.
for a while. So that seat has probably won more ACT races, more championships than any other seat out there.
It's nostalgic. Really.
Yeah. So it's just like that's why he wants it, and like
He's gonna turn it into a bar stool, damn it.
He's
probably
He's gonna turn it into something.
something cool.
Who the hell knows where that seat's gonna end up? It could end up in a car, and it could end up at the bar.
It really could.
Yeah.
He loves his bar, so
Yeah.
that's his pride and joy in the shop.
So it's in the shop right now. Have you ever caught him sitting in the seat?
No, he's a little too big for it. He's just used to be.
Taylor, that's not nice.
Let's just say when Dad was racing, he used to run marathons.
Yeah.
And now he's not running marathons. So
I
like,
used to run marathons.
I'm gonna lose my ride after
Oh
this.
my God, that's funny as hell. Oh my God. But
Love you, Dad.
Yeah, listen, he knows that. He knows you love him. But you talk about somebody that's, as you well know, your whole life. He loves racing, and it's there's some DNA running through the blood, man,
Yeah.
big time. It just is, and that's the way it's going to be. He's always going to have that itch. I don't care if he's 90 years old.
Yeah.
He's-
For sure. Need
Yeah.
for speed.
But I think I think it's fair to say that he loves his daughter more than he loves racing.
I would hope
And
so.
I think so. I think so. So I think that's why he's just making
Yeah.
sure that this is something that you want to do, because he knows.
Yeah.
That-
what it takes and
Well, yeah, he knows that you're going to get banged up. He knows that you're going to have some really rough times. He knows you're going to get frustrated. He already knows that you're going to be treated unfairly, maybe at times. I would say likely,
yeah.
because nothing's fair in this world, and the way that you react and respond to that is really going to That's good. That's your character.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's had to deal with that many times when he's been behind the wheel.
Hmm. He's seen it all. He knows what it takes, and when emotions get involved and
Sure.
frustration. There's definitely been days when I come off the track and I'm frustrated myself for the car, and
Right.
like I probably fired him like 3 times last season, and he actually came back,
Did
so that
you?
was good.
He came back looking for a job?
Yeah,
Really?
more like I wouldn't have gone anywhere without him.
Oh my God, that's
But
funny.
I think it's definitely a different perspective for him as like a crew chief and
Sure.
working, not just working on the car, but like a totally different car than he's ever done.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so it's definitely different, but I think he enjoys doing it with my brother and I, and we have fun. We try to have fun.
Your brother Justin.
Yes.
Justin Prescott. So what's he going to be doing this summer?
Full season of Tigers.
Okay. So you guys have been turning some wrenches over there.
Yes, we are go, go, go right now. And Justin's been doing it all winter, so kudos to him.
And are you still his acting crew chief? No.
Too complicated for me now.
Yeah.
I just focus on my car, and he focuses on his car. He's actually been helping me a lot this season. I mean, he always has, but he obviously has more knowledge than I do, and
Yeah.
I try to learn, and I do learn, but
Do your teachers at school, they know you're doing all this foolishness?
I'm not in school. So.
But that's right. That's right. You're not. I forgot. What about Shea?
Yeah, I mean, they hear it around, I guess. I'll wear a racing shirt to school, and they'll be like, "Oh, how do you know that person?" And I'll explain it, and they think it's a little crazy, but
Yeah. So have you guys been looking at the car a lot this winter? A lot.
yeah.
Dad's turning wrenches?
No, both of us, I'm learning some stuff.
You are. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I made him teach me some stuff. Not like the mechanical stuff, but like, I put the body panels on and off.
Yeah.
I help put the seat in. I do some stuff under the hood, but I don't really trust myself down there.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't trust myself down there. So I mean, how far do you think you want to take this?
Well, as
I mean,
far as I can, I guess.
And maybe that's not so much of a fair question because you haven't even really started yet. But do you think you're gonna be able to handle this?
Good question. I hope so. Obviously, there's a lot of people that have a lot more experience than me, but I think I can stay up there when
Yeah.
I get the handle of it or
And
hang of it.
then we've got little kids who are 10 years old now who are. Is it Walker? Is it Walker Fitch? Who's getting it? Yeah, I think it is. It's Walker Fitch, who's
He does a go-kart.
yeah, he's
going into a car.
a go-kart
Yeah.
driver.
He's Marcel's helping him, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Marcel. I think he's 10 years old.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's getting into
Yeah. It's wild.
a Mustang now.
Yeah, like there's Caden who's 14 now.
Caden
And
Fisher.
Jesse, how old?
Jesse LeCaire is, I think he's still 13.
Yeah, so it's
young.
funny, like even coming into it, I'm classified as young, but it's like there's still like there's Caden out here winning the championship at 14, and then I'm
Yeah.
racing against other like past championship winners who are like in their 50s, and I'm like just
Yeah.
such a wide variety.
We want to get Caden in here.
Oh, yeah.
We want to get him in here. We're trying. We're trying.
Yeah.
You 14-year-olds you're so busy with life right now, running around doing this. Are you both looking for sponsors?
Always,
Always.
Yeah.
you're never not.
Who do you have? Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Here we go. My first sponsor is gosscars.com. Then we have Bradford White Water Heaters. And then LaPlante's Plumbing and Heating. And Browns River Maple. Barnyard. Sorry, I'm probably talking way faster than you can write.
It's all right.
Barnyard Woodcrafted Pizza. Regal Gymnastics. Yipes North. Oh gosh. I think that might be it. Oh gosh, sorry if I forgot you.
No, that's all right. Well, and if you did, we'll throw him some love on Facebook, of course,
Right,
afterwards.
Right.
Um,
Oh, Cotton Candy Connection. Sorry.
Is that a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Well, you got some decaling to do here.
Oh yeah, the car is filled.
That's awesome.
But it's great. Yeah, it's what you want to see. I feel like.
I have to get up to Bud Hill this year and I have to.
Of course.
I'll bring my little girl up there and just, God, pray that she stays on the motorcycle and not want to get into a car. But to watch you, that would be just awesome. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. Sponsors yet, Shea?
Yeah, not as many as that. We have Ormsby's Computers, Lenny's Shoe and Apparel,
Damn.
Don Clark Plumbing and Heating, Marty Wells Land Services. Oh, I'm missing somebody. I know it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to say there's one more, but I cannot think of it. Oh,
And-
that's bad of me. I'm sorry.
How did you get these sponsors?
Ormsby's is my Uncle Brad.
Yep.
Lenny's, my mom works there. Marty Wells is a family friend, just lives in Waterbury.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Don Clark, my dad works for him, and
Yeah.
he's a close family friend. Is that all I named?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Boyfriends. Wow. You see that? Damn.
See that?
Well, no, we have to listen. We have to ask this question as part of the equation. It's part of the story here. It's part of the picture. You're not going to talk about boyfriends on Behind the Visor, but we are here because we paint. We have to paint the full. We have to paint the full picture. Because they play it. They're a piece of the puzzle. They're a piece of the complicated puzzle. Do you have a boyfriend?
I choose to keep that private for now.
There you go. So you have someone that you're friends with.
Oh my God, she has a Nerf gun.
So anytime I go down any kind of rabbit hole that I shouldn't be, Raylene's over here with a
She'll
Nerf gun.
get you in line.
Yeah, she always does. She always does. Shay?
Oh no.
Okay.
Not.
Yeah, kind of.
It's complicated.
Well, that's fine.
That's a good one.
That's fine. But maybe there to watch you this summer.
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
Maybe.
Well, no, that's a fair answer. That's a fair answer.
Not if I'm like horrendous. Like I don't want to like embarrass myself.
Yeah.
But like we'll see.
Okay. So you may not know.
Yeah.
You may not know. What are you going to do this summer, Shay? Other than racing,
Work.
where are you going to work?
I'm working at a summer camp in Waterbury Rec. I did
Nice.
it last year. Yeah. Just work with kids and go to
Great.
the pool every day.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you going to do this summer outside of racing?
A lot. So some weeks in the summer, I work at a sleepaway gymnastics camp called Dunkley's. It's in South Hero. And so that's a lot of fun because it's on Lake Champlain. And then I believe weekly I'll be at Regal Gymnastics summer camp or at this like store called Monell.
Yep.
And then because that's the family I nanny for right now. And so I'm going to do some nannying for them and then working in their store. So.
Okay. Behind the Visor. Have you been on that yet, Shay?
No, it's just the 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to be talking about Shay on Behind the Visor at some point?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll give me something to talk about. Hopefully good.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully good.
Hopefully it's
Yeah.
not that I
I'll-
spun her.
I'm gonna have to yeah, true.
My God.
I'm gonna have to watch my mouth and be careful. Not even that, but watch what I say, so I don't have anyone hating me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be yeah, Bozo spun me out, but not say who Bozo is.
Yes, right, of course. Microphones are very dangerous.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah. But do you guys prep out what you're going to talk about?
I think so. We really didn't do much this week just because of it was just intro.
Yeah.
But I know we have a few plans for the next few weeks, so I'm sure we'll prep it more and just have notes on what to talk about. And
Do you have any thoughts, any feelings on what avenues you want to pursue in life as a career? I mean, I know that you both are very young. You're 19, you're 14, and maybe way too soon maybe to ask that question. But do you have any aspirations, interests?
yeah, I know for me, my head was directed towards nursing for a while, but I think that now it's a little bit more towards our family's dealership.
Nice.
So we'll see where that brings me.
All right.
Not sure yet.
Yeah, the whole business side of it. Yeah, that's awesome. Shea, what about you?
Medical field.
Really?
I've always, since I was young, I've always thought about, helping people, either, police, firefighter.
It's awesome.
So I think that's probably a hint that I'll do something that's helping others.
That's great. That's fantastic. Good luck this summer to both of you. I think you're going to be just fine. And when I get up to the track, I'll be looking for your mom, Shea.
Yeah, she'll need some support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a cold frosty beer waiting for her that I'll take care of. So listen, I can't believe you, once again, Shea Wheeler, who's driver of the number 1, will be out there in the street stock this summer for your first season, first time. Don't even have a learner's permit, and you're in a street stock, and you're learning how to shift. This is a great way to learn how to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think it's more than anything, the biggest takeaway for me is that at 14 years old, that you're not afraid of this. That this is something that you're drawn to do, and you're not intimidated by it. I think it takes a lot of guts at such a young age to even want to roll onto the track and learn.
Yeah.
Having never have learned before, learning how to drive. And that right there, just that part alone, is the development of your character, of who you're going to be through life.
Mm-hmm.
Big metaphor here, but the fact that you're not afraid of something like that says an awful lot about you. And you're just freaking crazy, my God. You got the whore blood running through you, my God.
You gotta be careful what you say about me.
Yes. No, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, 19 years old and you're doing this, just be careful out there. Don't let any of these boys push you around.
Oh, yeah.
Drive like you're one of them. All right?
Helmet goes on and you're just same as everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you come home with checkers or not. Just the fact that you guys are doing this is badass. It is. And thank you to all of the sponsors and the businesses here in Vermont that support you, support your family, your entire family, getting these cars for you, having these big conversations. Are you sure you want to do this? I mean, this is a big step.
Yeah.
And I really admire, and I know Raylene's saying the same thing, big time admire the fact that you guys want to do this. And we're going to be watching you carefully.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. Just 19 years old, Taylor Hoar and Shea Wheeler from Waterbury, who is the young age of just 14, getting behind the wheel in a race car this summer. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll chat with you real soon. Our sponsors are right there in front of you, right on your screen, making this podcast possible each and every day. The Aired Out Podcast, live from the ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions. Main Street, Barrie. I apologize for my voice, which is going and is and continuing to leave. 6 o'clock tonight, Jason Corliss is going to be sitting right there. Yeah, we're going to be chatting with him tonight, and I can't wait to talk with him. So make sure you're back with us tonight at 6 o'clock. Jason Corliss right here in the Aired Out Podcast.